Greetings from the command. With the advancements we have observed in recent times and the considerable increase in the consciousness level of souls on Earth, we have been able to draw closer to advancing the plan for disclosure and the liberation from dark forces. It is evident that, for this to happen, the collaboration of those in whom we have complete trust is necessary, those who maintain the integrity of their being and, as reinforcements, assist in the dynamics that are gradually coming into play, encouraging others to seek information about us and our current activities. There is still a considerable number of people who prefer to hide in their own processes rather than face the final challenges that will liberate them definitively. However, the Creator's love for all knows no bounds and will continue to call them back to the realm of fraternity, regardless of the choices they make. You, those who hear us and see in us support and trust, are gradually being called to help them with your most loving and confident presence, in a way that inspires them, somehow, to also seek something better. Over the next 5 years, starting from the delivery of this message, you will see more people seeking information about us and our intentions. We have received authorization to gradually increase our presence in your skies, as well as to contact more of your leaders and announce that we will invest in, and demand the release of, the many more files they possess regarding our existence and our intentions for the planet. Furthermore, in this effort, we will begin to release technologies that will significantly aid your development. We intend to descend further into your orbit, facilitating the visibility of our crews, and also to land some of our ships in even more restricted environments to deal directly with more of your leaders about the inevitable front that approaches, which none of them will be able to oppose, since it is the destiny of Earth to return to the galactic community and its rightful prerogatives. The world, in frenzied chaos, may seem to be going from bad to worse, as they say, but that is not exactly what is happening. Much is occurring behind the scenes, and while the dominant elites continue their media games to keep you entertained, the most awakened have already noticed and are no longer affected by their nefarious dynamics. Telepathic awakening and the return of stellar capacities. With the considerable increase in our contacts over the next years and the return of your telepathic capacities, you will begin to receive clearer answers to your questions and more lucid guidance, with less mental noise. Even though there may still be interference through the controls of the still active elites, the intention of the souls incarnating from the stars with their already activated NOS will drive the necessary healings for the current generations. Part of what has been happening on the global scene is the removal of many leaders you have grown accustomed to seeing in action. Those who still control operations on Earth are cornered when it comes to speaking the truth, where they will no longer sustain narratives that do not align with the legitimacy of facts, such as trying to hide that we are present and more active now than ever. Most of them at least are aware that they are in leadership positions, often acting merely as spokespeople for what we call the elites or Illuminati, who almost never show their faces and use their puppets to control them. Some of these leaders, by the way, have intentions to speak about us but are simultaneously threatened by those who control them if they issue statements without permission. It is truly a chess game, and you, our allies on Earth, will not be disappointed by the new dynamics that will unfold over the next 5 years. Speaking the truth is something that makes many people fear certain situations, and indeed, when in a leadership position, threats arise, putting at risk their lives and those of their loved ones. Thus, they tend to yield to the influences of their lower selves, succumbing to fear and retreating. History has already given you many similar examples, but you are approaching a crucial moment in your history when many will take the lead, and the truth will no longer be able to remain hidden for much longer, even though fear may demand supremacy at times. During this period we speak of, you will be surrounded by more truthful people who will not fear speaking out and exposing, as well as inspiring others to do the same. The human species of Earth is re-emerging, where fear will be completely eradicated, and the phrase spoken in past times will make much sense: you will know the truth, and it will set you free. You, who are in a special moment, will see your telepathy expand over the next 5 years to such an extent that you will not recognize yourselves compared to this present moment. You will also begin to receive messages from us that, at first, you may think are just intuition, but you will notice this increase until we appear clearly on your mental screen, leaving no doubt that it is we who are communicating. We are gradually preparing people on Earth to enhance our communications, and we wish for messages like this to reach as many as possible, aiding them in their awakening and understanding that all the signs they have received about us and the changes they need to make in their lives are real. Warning about negative interferences. Obviously, it is important that you exercise discernment, for just as we are trying to contact you, there are those whom we are currently working to capture and who may attempt to influence you to believe in information far from the truth. You will be surprised by what you call a game changer on a global scale as our dynamics intensify, pushing our narrative onto the global stage, where more people can access us and the messages we send, whether through trustworthy channels like this one or other means. Another method we will intensify over the next 5 years, beyond telepathy, is what you call instrumental transcommunication, ITC. ITC proposes the possibility of contact with non-corporeal entities using telecommunication equipment such as radios, recorders, televisions, and even cell phones. These are realities that will spread in an astonishing way. While all this unfolds, maintain your lives in the best possible way, with love and fraternity, knowing that you are being supported in your most edifying endeavors, and that those who wished for your annihilation are no longer in this quadrant, non-positive ETS, leaving only those who believe they are superior to you, Earth's elites, and who think they are supported by them, negative ETS, who are already under our custody. This is an official message from the Ashtar command, transmitted through Neva. Listen now to the voice of the command speaking these truths at this moment. We continue to enter your solar system and support the changes underway. We ask that as many people as possible spread our messages in their communities so we can create an even stronger connection. We know that many of you expect from us an epic invasion to assist you in this liberation process, but we assure you that what awaits you is much more than a simple mass arrival where you can see us in your skies. This would not be difficult for us. But trust and continue your work, for we will not disappoint you. You know we won't.